Abusia yemfri Ghana nsem so na yenkopie mu e Burkina Faso a eho na military personnel was succeeded coup since a year last 2 years and so on one so Ibrahim Traoré, a very young man. Abusia yetimi ehu se na nsem mu no ase na so ayehye papa even though say amanfo bebre e bo na ba so e wo adwuma wo bo e wo Burkina Faso because as it stands now no eniema bebre e na asesa ho compared to the democratic ruler na ekoso e wo Burkina Faso say de yenyina yenim say they are under military rule, but the people of Burkina Faso no they look very happy and cheerful to have a leader like Ibrahim Traoré. Now so no kamia say the world superpowers US and France ade awomo any engine now over Africa hanum say there are some of the few countries that womo twa Ghana ho ahia. We could boldly say they were colonized by the francophone countries, and Burkina Faso happens to be one of the countries France colonized womo, and you know for a very long time they were doing their things and then acting, and just say omo culture no was just like the people of France. Now, so you name see, I say, any identity, say no, they are shifting from the usual Burkina Faso we know to a whole new, brand new Burkina Faso. To the extent that no can say the yin dada. ECOWAS community in the crowd, or actually, more free mat together with Niger and one other country, no, Makasan Swakote, or Makasa Omo group. So a grew me very well with their own flag and everything. Nancy and the metal just say Ibrahim Traoré me personal guard. I would didn't you know the world superpowers mature US for I imagine say one more edisika ma branche said the beya obeku Ibrahim Traoré edi free hono mana say obe eliminate no edi free or said the beya the country can go back to democratic rule there because looking at Ibrahim Traoré being the leader of Burkina Faso Sisiano a lot of things. Even got to a time better just say Ochema cereals yentimi and exported cereals from Burkina Faso to Ghana again, and there was a Timi Kasa 1 year she say BB. So it's affecting other world superpowers or more a trade and as we mudi or magro African countries, particularly Burkina Faso. It's every route beyond person mufa and as a kululu beyond person mo said the bear. Ibrahim Traoré can be taken out of the road no and no our mo and many workers saying Sembia Babeto just said just like Robert Mugabe sa and no person Ibrahim Traoré because when they see that you are visionary now obetimi take your country to a different step there the obo but and some say baby edro no or say baby man nyina ye kan ho bomu na ye baako say the baby betimi aboa near protect Ibrahim Traoré because assistance now ne de ne nkwa eda isam yenkotie ensem we emraye ba ye beto aso.
All right, man, so let's get to it. U.S. Army General says Ibrahim Traoré is using Burkina Faso gold to protect himself. This is a cotton-picking fucking lie. This is a fucking lie. And they're using a fucking Sambo, General Langley, that's the commander of AFRICOM, to do this shit. This is the same play they used when it came to Gaddafi. They used Obama, to get rid of Gaddafi. This is the same fucking play. Now all these lies is coming out about Ibrahim Traoré. One thing Ibrahim Traoré did was liberate his people, kick the fucking French out of this fucking country, and liberate his people and making this country independent outside of the fucking West. Come on, man, we ain't finna go for this shit. So U.S. government wants to arrest Captain Ibrahim Traoré. AFRICOM accused Traoré of using Burkina Faso's gold for protection. This is a fucking lie. This is the same play that they used against Gaddafi. And then you got this Sambo right here, they always put a black man, to go do some shit, when it comes to Africa. Like, no, we not falling for that shit no more. This is the same play they did with Gaddafi. And they're using the Sambo once again to do this shit, all because Burkina Faso want to be liberated and be independent on their fucking own. Didn't Trump say he want everybody to hold their own nuts? Didn't Trump say he only for America only? So why the fuck you worrying about what's going on in Burkina Faso? Why you worrying about their gold? And not only Burkina Faso, but you got Niger and Mali, that liberate themselves and don't want nothing to do with the West. They want to build their countries up. What the fuck is wrong with that? So right now, I ain't fucking with Trump, the administration, and I most definitely ain't fucking with this Sambo until further notice. Because I want to see how this shit play out. We not finna let this shit slide, thinking that y'all finna influence us to believe that our brothers and sisters over there, Burkina Faso is doing something wrong, but only thing they want to do, is build an economic and a political power structure outside of the West. They don't want to deal with the West no more. What is the problem? We ain't letting this shit slide. I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about. If you don't like what I'm saying, unfollow me right now. I'm not fucking with Trump right now, the administration, none of that shit, you know what I'm saying, until further fucking notice, until we see how this shit play out. Because what you're not gonna do is lie to us and go over there, you know what I'm saying, destroy those countries like y'all did Gaddafi in Libya. This is the same playbook they used on Gaddafi with Obama, and now they're using this Sambo right here, you know what I'm saying, do the same fucking thing. When Ibrahim Traoré is liberating his people all around the board and trying to build an economic and a political power structure for Burkina Faso. Also, Mali and motherfucking Niger with their peoples. But the thing is, they building a bank, independent bank, and now the West and French, they salty, you know what I'm saying, because they can't motherfucking have a bank, you know what I'm saying, in that region no more. Or they can't motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, take all the resources from that region anymore. They gold, all their minerals and everything. No, we ain't going for that shit no more, man. Trump, I ain't fucking with you. MAGA, I ain't fucking with y'all. I ain't never fucking with y'all, period, like that. And motherfucking the whole...
And no name sema ababeto just say right now ne die ye share say the US and the France any abre say the emeye bia just to a year attempt Ibrahim Traoré na de umbese omudi no umbetimi dia ye ne die I drew bra was Africans ye nyina ye kobe nkromu na ye nyina ye ma ye tiri mu poye baako said the baby betimi defend ourselves, and in defending ourselves we need people like Ibrahim Traoré to help us. Now wa sha say that there adenti e na ye nyina ye mo ye homodene na ye support Ibrahim Traoré said the be ya ni vision wo ede ema Burkina Faso no ebetimi abem. Now looking at the cost ni nyina no do say USA and France are not really happy about this whole Ibrahim Traoré guy. Ni niema awoye Burkina Faso no. One particular person on they watching and you cry say hey enye de obi e kan wotie ni said they won no esi na dream piece o be support ya brand no come rain or shine and one obey ne Putin Russia for president. Now you who say no wo born wo modini bia even before this whole attempt on the life of Ibrahim Traoré Beshase no you will say wa support Burkina Faso in diverse ways and means will protect you more now what the military for koho no so be protecting any ade people cannot intrude into the Burkina Faso border no enkura oman ni muni ade nyina. But aside that no omo de ensem bia ba betuja concerning Putin and the step be a take about this whole issue course now you have two screens so and farmer way free African hub or say Russia has reportedly sent special forces trained with unique skills to Burkina Faso with explicit instructions from President Putin to safeguard the presidency of Burkina Faso as well as Captain Ibrahim Traoré. And that is what and Bano Russian president Putin Sabre de wabon homodina de asafo efri Russia ababe piemu wo Burkina Faso said the beya wo bebo Ibrahim Traoré ho ban na wa make sure say obia anase nipa bonifo bia no enkora wo man ni mu enye niema bia de wo haw anase oyeni ebeba wo mo eso. Now usane ase o say this development comes at a time when Western powers, led by France, have converged in Ivory Coast to strategize on an invasion of Burkina Faso, alleging that Captain Ibrahim Traoré has exploited Burkina Faso's gold for personal interest. Enti yene sema say no circulate ewo social media no so na da manfo ano no etwem say Ibrahim Traoré do say woye niama de boa Burkina Faso ye hu say no we be a company a wo manufacture tomato paste no ene ye chema construction of roads ahodo ekoso Burkina Faso wo sisi adan de ma enyanke nwusia ne mobro wa wo na monten so munye baabi na no nyina no ye chemu se gold me kire sika kokko anase famagudi a yetu no wo Burkina Faso no amafo bi allegation aso mu dinsem bi etia ne se watam sa gold ni nyina ene ne wo no de akwahya ne wankɔ na ne mantwea baabi ene ne wo ɔno nko akenkam so ene no ena US and France person omo di ye ngina so na wo mo edi sorry editia Ibrahim Traoré no ena mo chemu say Putin Russia president ahwe hunu se kwan bi a wo pese wo fa so na wo edi eyi Ibrahim Traoré free sense sansem na wo ka no nokra bi anim nti wono nso de so obetena se na wo edi Ibrahim Traoré bone de onti ase nti wono nso ede na srafo efiri Russia ba se wo emebo ne ho bai sense se omadwene se wo ebekwa kosuma Ivory Coast ane Michela Cote d'Ivoire na wo makɔhye honom aplotte aplane na wo asori e de theatre Ibrahim Traoré dia ene ono nso wo be sori aye bibi e de afa so abusia this one the battle is the lot ye be kan say because enya ade e da form we Russia and the world superpowers and wo clash over one African country Russia, France and USA ye hwe be a nsem no e be kwa kodru ye be more updates on this issue and more.